Why aren't more people talking about reverse speech? It's time for you to dive into the hidden messages in our everyday conversations. Join your host, David John Oates, the founder of Reverse Speech, as we uncover the mysterious backward messages buried in human speech. We'll delve into the depths of the unconscious mind, unravel psychotherapeutic puzzles, and even explore some conspiracy theories and alien encounters. Each week, we bring you the only broadcast of its kind in the world. Discover how your words can reveal hidden truths and unlock secrets you never knew existed. It's like looking into a mirror of your subconscious. Whether you're a psychology buff or just curious about the unseen layers of communication, this podcast is your gateway to an intriguing new dimension. So, are you ready to uncover the secrets that hide in plain sight? Welcome to the Reverse Speech Podcast. Tune in and let the revelations begin, every Saturday afternoon at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. I'm here for another live podcast. I'm sorry about the previous couple of weeks. I had major technical problems. Actually, I had an old computer that was 120 years old. Well, not quite that old, but it seemed like it was that old. And it was going really slowly. So I couldn't do the podcast, but I'm back online now with a brand new computer. It's working really fast, so I'm really happy. Sorry about the slight red on my video. I'm not too sure how to get rid of that. I was trying to get rid of the red and it wouldn't go. So anyway, so there we go. Okay, so we've had a very interesting week the last week in the political arena. Donald Trump's attempted assassination. We're going to be looking into that, playing you some of the reversals on that. And of course, we had the Republican National Convention, which was really a very high energy, hyped up affair. I was actually quite impressed with the convention. It went over very well. Now, for those of you who follow my posts on YouTube, you would see me post a few reversals about the assassination attempt. I'm going to play a few of them now. We're going to get into today what I call premonition reversals. Now, there are. I have, in the work I've done, I've noted what I call categories, 11 different categories of reverse speech, and these are different types of reversals. You can have a reversal that is congruent. In other words, it'll communicate the same message as the forwards, or it can be incongruent. It will communicate a different message than the forwards. I won't go into all the categories. At least not today. I will do so in a future podcast. Introduce you to some of the deep machinations of reverse speech. But today we're going to look at premonition reversals. Now, these are reversals that give insights into the future. Now, I found two premonition reversals on Trump back in 2016 that hinted at an assassination. So here's the first reversal.
But that means recognizing the right of every country, including our own, to look after its citizens. We would put other countries first. We had people running our country that truly didn't know what the hell they were doing.
And this reversal says sinister tag bullet, TAG.
Sinister tag bullet. Sinister tag bullet. Sinister tag bullet.
Okay, some people hear that as sinister fag bullet, and I can hear where they're hearing the F, but the T seems to be the most predominant. So let's play that again.
Sinister tag bullet. Sinister tag bullet. Sinister tag bullet.
Yeah, it's definitely tag. There is a slight F sound, which almost sounds like an audio glitch more than anything else. But this is a stunning premonition. I went and looked up the meaning of the word tag, and it's got several different meanings. But one meaning it's got is an extra appendage to a main body. So you can think of an ear as a tag, an extra appendage. So, I mean, I may be reaching a little bit, but I just found it fascinating to see that. So that was 2016. So that's 8 years prior to the assassination attempt. And also in 2016, I found this reversal on Trump. Here we go.
You have some great people. Sean Hannity is a great, great person.
And this one says, "And I shall be killed."
And I shall be here.
And I shall be here. And I shall be here.
Okay. Now that uses the word shall. This is what I call a future tense reversal. It's predicting the future. Now, in reverse speech, we have two words for future tense reversals. One is will and one is shall. Now, will is a definite. When you hear "I will be killed," then that's a definite. Shall is one possible future. It may or may not happen. So there's a difference between the word will and shall. So when Trump says "I shall be killed," he's predicting a possible future, one that may not necessarily happen. And then, of course, we saw that dramatically play itself out on the attempted assassination, didn't we? Okay, so let me go and play some reversals on the attempted assassination itself, and this is this is 1 week prior to the assassination. So here we go.
And then, like a nightmare, it all began. But on day one of my new administration, we will throw out Bidenomics and we will replace it. We are going to replace it with Maganomics. Web Maganomics.
So this was in Chesapeake, 2 weeks prior to the assassination attempt. And we hear a reversal that says, "They want a gun." Oops. They want a gun. Okay, so there you go. So that is, I see that as a semi-prediction about what's going to happen. Then we have the real doozy reversal. And there's been a couple of different interpretations over this reversal. I'll let you I'll let you decide when I play it which one you go with. I know which one I go with. But this is "Crooks See the Fate." Now, of course, the assassin's name was Thomas Matthew or Matthew Thomas. I can't remember. Either Matthew Thomas or Thomas Matthew Crooks. So here Trump actually uses his killer name in the reverse. So here we go.
Even fundraising, you know, we did more. We raised more money after this crooked trial than we've ever raised. I think than any candidate. I think we raised over $400 million. Can you believe it?
Now, I hear this as "Crooks See the Fate." Now, some people hear "this fate." Now, I'll let you make up your own mind, but I hear this as "Crooks See the Fate."
Crooks see this fate.
Crooks see this fate. Crooks see this fate.
Now, some people say it says "fake," F-A-K-E, not "fate." I have listened to it numerous times, and I really cannot hear a K. I hear a T for "fate." So I'll play it again. You make up your own mind. Crooks see the fate, or crooks see this, or the fake? Here we go. No? Why isn't that playing? Okay, let's try this again. Okay, here we go.
I think we raised over $400 million. Can you believe it?
Okay, so is it "Crook sees this fate" or "Crook sees this fake" with a K?
Crooks see this fate.
Crooks see this fate. Crooks see this fate.
I hear a T. I don't know. That's what my ears are hearing. I acknowledge that some people hear it differently, but there you go. I hear a T. But the most amazing thing about that, of course, is that we have the killer's name in reverse. 2 weeks prior to the assassination attempt, Trump actually mentions the killer's name in reverse. Now, that's tapping into what is commonly known as the collective unconscious. There's a universal storehouse of knowledge that we all carry around in the deep unconscious mind that knows all knowledge and understands all mysteries. And occasionally, reverse speech will tap into this deep collective unconscious. And in this case, of course, it revealed the name of Trump's attempted assassination in reverse. Here's another reversal. That is a this one is from the same speech, and so we will play this one for you now. Here we go.
Someday you'll have a bomb that can do destruction, the likes of which nobody can even imagine.
And says the killer wants you, the skull on it.
You don't want you to skull on it. You don't want you to skull on it. You don't want you to skull on it.
So there we go. So the killer wants you. So there we have 3 reversals in Trump's speech 2 weeks prior to the assassination, where he is directly referencing his assassination attempt. Now, maybe other reversals came up within the 2-week period. I don't know. I only did this. Analyze this recording just this week. I haven't done any more. So anyway, so there we go. So there's some pretty stunning reversals. I'm sure you will agree. Now let me go and get some reversals, some more what we call premonition reversals, and I want to play you a few more of the really quite stunning examples I've got of premonition reversals. So I think probably the most obvious one is the one I've got on JFK 2 weeks prior to his assassination attempt. 2 weeks, what I'm talking about. 2 years prior to his assassination. So here's JFK at his inaugural address in 1961.
The slow undoing of those human rights to which this nation has always been committed and to which we are committed today at home and around the world.
Now this one says, head is hitting the car.
Head is hitting the car.
Head is hitting the car. Head is hitting the car.
And that is one of the most dramatic premonition reversals I've got, where JFK is actually predicting his own assassination. And of course, he was killed with a headshot. I'm going to play you a reversal. Oh, hang on, here's another one before I move on to some more. Here we have a reversal that caught the 911 3 months prior to it happening. This is on a client of mine in Australia. Okay, so here's the forwards.
I said that, I will be an opener of souls, and had the most credible feeling of my heart chakra just bursting wide open.
And this one says, soon plan evil on America.
So round evil out there.
So round evil out there. So round evil out there.
So, I heard that reversal and I had no idea what it meant, but I kept it and saved it. And just a few months later, of course, we had the attacks into the Twin Towers on 9/11. And then prior to the COVID virus hitting America, I found this reversal just a couple months prior to COVID hitting in 2020.
Very much a control freak in that sense, and she felt very powerless and also very suppressed, like I did.
Right.
So that's pretty much what I thought she would say. Then I spoke to my brother next.
And this one says, Southern USA.
Southern USA.
Southern USA. Southern USA.
It was sudden. America was suddenly plunged into a worldwide virus. Here's a premonition reversal on Bill Clinton. This is when he was re-elected in, when was it, 1996, and he's giving his address, so after his inauguration.
In the last 4 years, we've made remarkable progress, but in our schools, our families, our workplaces, and our communities, our journey is not done.
And here it says, world will come to damn you.
Will come to damn you.
Of course, that's exactly what happened to Clinton in his last term with the Monica Lewinsky scandals. The world did indeed come and damn him. He was almost impeached. And I think it's fair to say that his reputation has never fully recovered from that event. And I mean, I don't know about you, but every time I see Bill Clinton, I think about Monica Lewinsky and the stain on the dress. So I don't know. So I don't think his reputation has ever really recovered personally. Here's a premonition on Hillary Clinton when she was running her campaign in 2016 for president.
I don't know about you, but I don't think we have a person to waste. We want to build an America where everyone has a place, where if you work hard and you do your part, you can get ahead and stay ahead. That's the basic bargain of America.
And this one says, I wish I won.
I wish I won.
I wish I won. I wish I won.
Of course, she hadn't lost at that stage, but that's a premonition looking into the future once she had lost and revealing her thoughts at the time. I wish I won. Okay, so that's another premonition. Here's a really simple premonition. Have you ever thought the phone's going to ring, and then just as you might, and then you'll say, "Hey," and then the phone rings, and you have this thought that the phone's going to ring. Well, listen to this one. Here we go. Here's a woman chatting, and you'll hear the phone ring in the background.
Can you, in your mind's eye?
Okay, hear the phone ring. I'll do it again.
In your mind's eye.
And just before the phone rings, she has a reversal that says "ring, ring."
Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
Ring, ring.
So she says "ring, ring," and then the phone rings. Here, listen to it again. Ring, ring.
Ring. Ring, ring.
And then the phone rings. So she said it backwards before the phone actually rang. Look, reverse speech says that we have amazing powers and abilities inside of us. Only 5%, if that, of the brain is conscious. I actually think it's less than 5%. Consciousness comprises a very small portion of the total functions of our mind. And in that 95% that we don't have access to, there's all sorts of things going on. We're creating the world in which we live. We're manifesting our reality. We're looking into the future. We're getting advice and insight from spirit. Spirit is constantly talking to the conscious mind, giving advice and insight. And one of the most amazing things I see in session work is voices from the spirit. Okay. Here's a premonition reversal on me. I love this one. This is me giving an interview in London. This is okay. So I'm in London giving a radio show.
Most powerful way, because you can hear it in straightforward everyday English. But yeah, we are hardwired to tell the truth.
And this one says, on a highway, there's a chill here.
On a highway, chill here.
On a highway, chill here.
And the last one, on the highway.
On a highway, chill here.
Okay, so someone else found that reversal for me. Actually, one of my students was reversing the tape, the recording, and she sent me that reversal. And I go, I have no idea what it means. No idea. Anyway, 2 weeks later, I'm in America. I'm flying to see my right-hand man, Jeff Toth. I'm gonna try to have Jeff Toth on the show next week as an interview. I got to work out how to get a guest in StreamYard. I'm sure I'll work it out fairly easily. But if that does work, I'm going to have Jeff as a guest next week. But anyway, I was driving to see my mate Jeff, and flying to see Jeff. Anyway, the plane gets to the airport, it can't land. The airport's all snowed in, so it flies back to Portland. So then I go and hire a four-wheel drive car and drive to see Jeff. Anyway, halfway through the drive, it starts snowing, and it gets heavier and heavier and heavier. And before too long, I'm down to 5 miles an hour driving in a raging blizzard on the highway. So that reversal literally came true. On highways, there's a chill here. And let me play it again.
Yeah, chill.
Yep, we'll go back to this. Here we go.
On a highway, chill here.
On a highway, chill here. On a highway, chill here.
So there you go. Premonition reversals. Let me go and play you we'll move on now, and we are going to look at what Biden thought about the Trump assassination. Okay, I've got a few reversals on Biden here, so let me get these ready. Ooh, I've just lost my screen. There we go. Okay, so this is some reversals on Biden when he's talking about the assassination attempt. So here we go.
We must stand together. Yesterday's shooting at Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania calls on all of us to take a step back.
And this one says, blood, then you share the shit.
Take stock of where we are.
Sorry. Try it now. Blood, then you share the shit.
Blood, then you share the shit. Blood, then you share the shit. Blood, then you share the shit.
Hey, watch his lips. I don't know whether you've noticed this, but one of the things I find fascinating about backwards videos is that lips will mouth out the reversals. Watch his lips.
To take a step back. Take stock of where we are.
Okay, here we go. Watch his lips. Blood, then you share the shit.
Blood, then you share the shit. Blood, then you share the shit. Blood, then you share the shit.
Yeah, there we go. And let's look at another, which yeah, I don't know how you interpret that reversal, but I put a pretty negative spin on that reversal. I don't know what Biden had to do with the assassination, but this does not bode well for Biden, in my opinion, anyway. So let's play another reversal, and then we'll move to some other stuff I've got on Biden. So here's the next one.
I've said it many times that the choice in the selection we make in this election is going to shape the future of America and the world for decades to come.
And he says, mark his dickhead.
Mark his dickhead. Mark his dickhead. Mark his dickhead.
Sounds to me like Biden wants Trump to expire from this planet. And I don't blame him, actually. He'd have a better chance of winning if Trump wasn't around, but that gets into conspiracy theories, doesn't it? Okay, so now we're going to look at Biden. This is 2 weeks after the shooting, and this is an interview he did, and we're going to play you some of the reversals that I found on this interview. Here's the first one. Nice, genuine one. He talks about calling Trump.
Very cordial. I told him how concerned I was and wanted to make sure I knew how he was actually doing. He sounded good. He said he was fine.
And here he says, the soul I nursed. Oops.
The soul I nursed. The soul I nursed. The soul I nursed.
Yeah, so there's a nice one. Nice genuine reversal on Biden. He was he called Trump, at least in that one, out of genuineness. But some of his other reversals do not appear to be as genuine. For example, his very next one, he says this.
And he thanked me for calling him. I told him he was literally in the prayers of Jill and me, and I hope his whole family was weathering this.
And here he says, sue in my force, S-U-E.
Sue in my force. Sue in my force. Sue in my force.
I see that as causing harm or damage. That's how I would interpret that. And then we have a rather bizarre reversal. I'm really not 100% sure how to interpret this one, but let's play it. And here we go.
My first reaction was, my God, look, there's so much violence.
You mustn't look.
No, I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't.
See, I interpret that as Biden turning a blind eye to violence. He doesn't know how to handle it. I mean, what's he done in the 4 years he's been in office? Has he done anything to handle the violence in the cities or the crime or the poverty? No, nothing at all. So I mustn't look is a fairly characteristic, I would think, of his attitude. Okay. Okay, so this is the next one. And this is, like I said earlier, this was the speech he gave he gave a couple of days after the assassination. So let's play this one.
The whole notion that there is this, there's no place at all for violence in politics in America. None. Zero.
And this one says, "Dead, you've shown war."
That showing war.
That showing war. That showing war.
You've shown war. Yes, well, that's see, once again, that eventually puts it back on him. You know, you've shown war. There's no place for violence, but you've shown war. He's made the all the atmosphere necessary in America for there to be violence, and that's just the way it is. And here's another reversal that is also not very well. What's the word I'm looking for? It's damning to Biden. So here we go.
And so the focus was on what he's saying, and I mean the idea.
But have you taken a step back?
He died in Muffin Man. Yes, he helped.
He died in Muffin Man. Yes, he helped.
He died in Muffin Man. Yes, he helped. He died in Muffin Man. Yes, he helped.
I don't know what Muffin Man means. I've no idea. I don't think he's trying to Muffin Man. I don't know. Trump's a little bit overweight. Maybe he's having a dig at his weight. Who knows what? But the whole idea is he die. And I think Biden would be a whole lot happier if Trump wasn't around. Okay, so let's move on to the next reversal, and this is this one here. Here we go.
This doesn't sound like you're turning down the heat, though. You've talked about
No. Look, what I'm turning down, we have to stop the whole notion.
And he says, "Shown more hurt."
Shown more hurt.
Oops,
Shown more hurt.
lost it. Sorry. Let's move this back a bit. We'll try it again.
Notion. Shown more hurt.
Shown more hurt. Shown more hurt.
Now, seeing this as a radio show or a podcast, I've got an advertisement for you. There you go. And I'm going to play you an advertisement for my books. So sit back,
Enigmatic universe of
and listen to this little advertisement for all my books.
Dive into the enigmatic universe of David John Oates. From the mysteries of reverse speech to thrilling sci-fi adventures, there's a book for every curious mind. David John Oates has penned 20 captivating books that unravel the hidden messages in our words. Whether you're intrigued by the science behind reverse speech or looking for spiritual insights, Oates has got you covered. And don't miss the Angelium Saga, his gripping science fiction trilogy that will keep you on the edge of your seat. All of David's books are available on Amazon and Kindle, ready to ignite your imagination. So what are you waiting for? Unlock the secrets with David John Oates today.
Yeah, there you go. A little advert for my books. I've written 20 books altogether. How many of them on reverse speech? 14 or 15 on reverse speech. I've written a science fiction trilogy called the Angelian Saga. I'm actually writing the second trilogy now for the Angelian Saga. I'm halfway through book 2 of the second trilogy. I've already written the third book. Writing a book now about reverse speech metaphors. I'm hoping to have that out by the end of the year. Very important book. Of course, reverse speech is very metaphorical in nature, and I will be covering that covering that more as time goes on. So there you go, a little bit of advertisement for my books. All right, let's move on to the next reversal on Biden, and here we go. Here.
The idea of having a loyalty pledge from all the folks who are in the Republican MAGA, not all Republicans, the MAGA Republicans, saying that no, we lost the election.
He says we warned an ass.
We warned an ass.
We warned an ass. We warned an ass.
I don't know who he's referring to as being the ass, and who did he warn? Did he warn Trump? I don't think so. I don't think Trump had any warning. So it's a bit of a threatening reversal. I don't know what he would mean by we warned an ass, but anyway, let's play this reversal now. Here's the next one. Okay, here we go.
Risk their lives in responding. They're ready to give their lives to the president. The question is, should they have anticipated what happened? Should they have done what they needed to do to prevent this from happening?
And here he says, get the mud they had to shoot.
Get the mud they had to shoot. Get the mud they had to shoot. Get the mud they had to shoot.
I presume he's talking about the Secret Service. I don't know what he means by mud, but a sticky, nasty situation, and they had to shoot. Yeah, well, they did have to shoot, didn't they? Couldn't allow an assassin to live to tell the story, could they? Had to take him out. Dead man tell no tales. I, like all of you, have many questions about this assassination. Like, how did they even allow a guy to get on a roof, an unprotected roof, 150 yards from Trump? That's just crazy. And I've heard stories that there was a ladder leaning up against the side of the building. I don't know whether that's true or not, but the whole thing sinks to higher heaven, if you want my opinion. I'm sure you all agree with the same too. I don't know how a 20-year-old inexperienced man can outwit the Secret Service of the United States of America and get within 150 yards of a kill shot of Donald Trump. That's either got to be a setup or the biggest breakdown in security. Either way, I don't know why the director of the Secret Service hasn't resigned, or even more importantly, why hasn't Biden fired her? I mean, that's a fireable offense. Anyway, my opinion. All right, here we go.
Publicly, I've sat down in a situation room downstairs. The Secret Service, the FBI, the national security agencies.
And here he says, they pay subverse the kiss.
They pay subverse the kiss.
See, I'm not 100% what that means, but it doesn't sound very good at all. It's the whole thing sinks to high heaven. And if you want to know what Biden really wanted to happen in the assassination, then this reversal here just sums it all up. This is what he really thinks about Trump.
I have my entire career voted against and railed against and moved against the idea of violence is never appropriate.
And here he says, hey, die, snake.
Hey, die, snake.
Hey, die, snake. Hey, die, snake.
So that's what he really thinks about Trump. Hey, die, snake. Listen to it again.
Against the idea of violence is never appropriate. Hey, die, snake.
Hey, die, snake. Hey, die, snake.
There you go. So, yes, very insincere. Obviously doesn't mean the thing he's saying. And there you go. All right. Now, I was going to play you some reversals last show on the first debate. And I had technical glitches and I wasn't able to do it. Okay. So let's play some reversals from the debate that really caused all the trouble for Biden. I mean, after his shocking performance on the debate, everyone was calling for his resignation. So here we go. Here's a reversal where he's obviously lost the plot. He's stuttering and stammering.
And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
And he says, and I lost it.
And I lost it.
And I lost it. And I lost it.
He did lose it too. He lost that whole debate, didn't he? I watched the debate. I could not believe what I was seeing. It was like, you are joking. Here's another one where he lost his train of thought. Let us share this one for you. So this one, the media played this clip quite a few times on the air after the debate.
making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
I've asked people, what did he mean by we finally beat Medicare? No one seems to know what he meant by that. And backwards, he says, there is the loss on issue. In other words, he lost his train of thought. He forgot the issue he was talking about. There is the loss on issue.
There is the loss on issue.
There is the loss on issue. There is the loss on issue.
There is the loss on issue. And yes, he did lose it rather dramatically on that debate. So I don't know whether to predict whether he's going to stay in or not. It's hard to tell, isn't it? He's such a stubborn old goat. Who knows what he's going to do? I don't think, though, anyone that the Democrats put in could beat Trump. I think this election is in the bag for Trump, quite frankly. Okay.
And it's a very sad day in America.
President Biden, you have the mic.
Every single thing he said is a lie. Every single one. For example, veterans are a hell of a lot better off since I passed the PACT Act.
And yet his reversal is contradictory to what he's saying forwards. And he says backwards that bad business horrid.
Bad business horrid. Bad business horrid.
Bad business horrid.
So he's saying veterans are a lot better off, but backwards, that bad business horrid. So he's directly contradicting what he's saying forwards. Here we go.
And it's a very sad day in America.
President Biden, you have the mic.
Every single thing he said is a lie. Every single one. For example, veterans are a hell of a lot better off since I passed the PACT Act.
But backwards, that bad business horrid.
Bad business horrid. Bad business horrid.
Bad business horrid.
So veterans are not a hell of a lot better off. How you can say that when you've got veterans sleeping in the streets or under overpasses, when you've got illegal immigrants housed up in the most expensive hotels in New York, paid for by the government? I don't know how you can justify that, but he seems to think he can. Who knows? Oh, here's a nice one. Gee, what's this nice one doing here? Let's have a look, and let's play this one and see what this one tells us here. Okay, so here is the forwards.
And number two, the idea that I have to apologize to you for anything along the line. We've done more for veterans than any president has in American history. And they now are in their family. The only sacred obligation we have as a country.
So when he's having a go at Trump, he says back, well, you're my friend, the one.
You're my friend, the one.
You're my friend, the one. You're my friend, the one.
You're my friend, the one. So there, go figure that one, folks. I don't know how to interpret that one. He's been quite nice to, oh, look, you know what? There's a verse here I can't play.
All that money
we stop. I can't play you.
Make here in the United States,
Where's it gone?
Weapons, not the money.
Where's it gone?
You know, not.
All right, we get rid of that one. Okay, that'll get me banned, that reversal. Okay, so let's let's play another one here. This is a bit of a contradictory reversal. He's let's run this forwards.
And by the way, I got 50 other nations around the world to support Ukraine, including Japan and South Korea, because they understand that this kind of dislocation has a serious threat to the whole world peace.
And here he says, world war on this earth, serious is that. Now watch his lips. Watch his lips. Mouth out the reversals. World war. Oh, you heard it. Someone heard the reversal. I didn't mean to play that. I didn't say it forwards, but yeah, Pete, I see your little comment there. Yeah, you heard it. Yes, I wasn't going to play that. That'll get me banned. So anyway, world war on this earth, serious is that.
Has a serious threat to the whole world peace. World war on this earth, serious is that.
World war on this earth, serious is that.
World war on this earth, serious is that? It is indeed. I'm going to play it again and watch his lips mouth out the reversals.
Kind of dislocation as a serious threat to the whole world peace.
Okay, here we go.
World war on this earth, serious is that? World war on this earth, serious is that?
Yeah, well, it is serious. If we get World War, not much more serious than that. I don't know whether it's going to come or not. World War. I've certainly got some reversals that seem to predict something is going to happen, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, here's here's an interesting reversal. Oh, I didn't know I had this. Now this is prior to the assassination attempt, of course. Okay, so here's the forwards.
The idea that I did anything wrong relative to what you're talking about is outrageous. It's simply a lie, number one.
And backwards, he'd die.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Well, there you go. Now, that's a bit of an ominous reversal, isn't it? 2 weeks prior to the assassination attempt, he'd die. I'm not saying Biden had anything to do with it, but someone else might have had something to do with it. You know what? Let me just go backtrack a little bit. I want to play you reversal that I didn't play you before because I forgot about it. This is on Hillary Clinton. Okay.
You could spend all of your time, and I had to think hard about this before the first debate. I literally could have spent all my time saying, no, you told interviewer X and you said on Y, but I thought, no.
And she says, send a killer.
Send a killer.
Send a killer. Send a killer.
Send a killer. So what does that mean? I don't know. I just played it for you. That's on Hillary Clinton. So could mean anything, couldn't it? But it's curious. All right, let's get back to Biden here, and these. I should play you some from Trump too, shouldn't I? All right, okay. Let me play this. Oops, hang on, wrong button. There we go. Okay, and then I'll play you some on Trump while we still got time.
The crimes that you are still charged with, and think of all the civil penalties you have. How many billions of dollars do you owe in civil penalties?
I forced the worries. I think this one is a confession that Biden is behind all of Trump's legal woes. I forced the worries. I made this happen. I brought all these worries upon you. So here we go.
The crimes that you are still charged with, and think of all the civil penalties you have. How many billions of dollars do you owe in civil penalties?
I forced the worries. All right, look, let me play you some on Trump before we run out of time. We've only got about 10 minutes of time left. Biden, Trump. Okay, here's a couple on Trump. Let's just open this one up and share the screen with you. And once again, watch the lip movements. Okay, so here we go.
Put the baby down, then we decide what to do with it. So he's willing to, as we say, rip the baby out of the womb in the 9th month and kill the baby. Nobody wants that to happen, Democrat or Republican. Nobody wants it to happen.
If I had this, no, we'd have won. Don't know what he means by that. If I had Roe versus Wade, we'd run in 2000. I don't know. If I had this, no, we'd have won.
If I had this, no, we'd have won. If I had this, no, we'd have won. If I had this, no, we'd have won.
Might be a comment on Roe v. Wade. It's really hard to say what that's commenting on. Here's a bit of a funny one. Trump calls out Biden, and the reversals basically say, "I'm giving you a slap." So here we go with this one here.
Israel's the one that wants to go. He said the only one that wants to keep going is Hamas. Actually, Israel is the one, and you should let him go and let him finish the job. He doesn't want to do it. He's become like a Palestinian, but they don't like him because he's a very bad Palestinian. He's a weak one.
You will hear this slap. He's just slapped Biden around. You will hear this slap.
You will hear this slap.
You will hear this slap. You will hear this slap.
You will hear this slap. Yeah, I think he just slapped Biden in the face. Personally, that's what I think it means. And okay, so let's do. Here's another one on Trump. Didn't get many on Trump on the debate. They were mainly on Biden. I'm not too sure why that was so. Happens occasionally. So let's play the next one on Trump. Here we go.
He hasn't cut the tariffs because he can't, because it's too much money. But he's got the largest deficit in the history of our country.
This is fancy dollar.
This is fancy dollar.
This is fancy dollar. This is fancy dollar.
Yeah, not too sure exactly what that means. Fancy dollar, playing with money. Who knows? You may have noticed Trump's hand movements. This isn't a dramatic one, but there's some videos where the reversals are totally connected with the body movements. Not so much in this one. I'll point some out to you as we get to them in future broadcasts. But you get this incredible link between the backward lip movements, mouthing out the reversals, and the body language signals corresponding exactly with the reversals. It's really like a wonderful orchestra from the unconscious mind to watch all of this. So here we go.
History of our country.
This is fancy dollar, and his finger goes up just as he starts the reversal.
This is fancy dollar.
This is fancy dollar. This is fancy dollar.
And notice how the hand movement seemed to move in beat with the reversal. Watch it again.
Country. This is fancy dollar.
This is fancy dollar. This is fancy dollar.
Yeah, well, that wasn't a dramatic one. I've got some other ones that are really quite dramatic, and I might see if I can find them and pull them up for the next show. Okay. All right. This is another nice one on Biden, talking about Trump. I don't think this guy Biden knows what he really feels. I just, I don't know. Look, I'm an Australian. I live in Australia. I vote in Australia. But I'm very much interested in American politics. Anyway, I try to keep my finding as neutral as I can. But I got to be honest, Biden just does not shape up well. All right, here we go.
And by the way, worst president in history, 159 presidential scholars voted him the worst president in the history of the United States of America.
Soul, admit the love.
Sure wouldn't it?
Sure wouldn't it? Sure wouldn't it?
See, I interpret that reversal as deep down inside, Biden's got admiration for Trump. That's the only way I can interpret it. Soul, admit the love. Listen to it again.
Sure wouldn't it?
Sure wouldn't it? Sure wouldn't it?
Yeah, there we go. You know what? I'm just watching the chat here. Someone said reversal could have said, I shall be healed rather than I shall be killed. Look, I've had people hear it both ways, killed and healed. It gets dicey sometimes trying to get those exact letters. I was reasonably happy with killed, but anyway. Oh, look at this one! Wow, I didn't know I had this one on Biden. Well, this is also a surprising one too. Okay, let's have a look at this next reversal. Next, here we go.
The idea that he is doing anything to deal with childcare. He did for virtually nothing to childcare.
Christ in me on your ship. Christ in me on your ship.
Christ in me on your ship. Christ in me on your ship. Christ in me on your ship.
Okay, ship is a common reverse speech metaphor. It's to flow and move through life. And basically he's saying that as I move through life, Christ is with me. So there you go. Bit of a surprising reversal. And here we have a very typical Joe Biden reversal from the debate.
We should significantly increase the child care tax credit.
Hang
We
on,
should
it didn't
significantly
open.
increase
Where's
the
it gone?
availability of women and men.
I've lost it. I've lost it. Where did that reversal go? I absolutely lost it. It disappeared. Hang on. Okay, I lost that reversal. Okay, there it is, right there. Sorry about that. My only glitch in the show today. I actually like my new computer. It's working very smoothly. Okay, here we go.
We should significantly increase the child care tax credit. We should significantly increase the availability of women and men.
You look scattered. I don't know where the file's gone. The file's disappeared. Come on, what's going on here? We'll play that. Right. Obviously, I can't play it because I need the file itself up. There it is, right there. Okay, here we go. You look scattered. Pete Johnson, you're doing pretty well here in these reversals, mate. Good on you. Here we go.
Women and men. You look scattered.
He looks scattered, or you look scattered. Yeah, there you go. Pretty close one there, Pete. Good on you, mate. All right, let's have a look. See what else we've got on Biden here from the debate. This one here. Let's open this one up. We will share that with you in the software. Here we go.
The idea that he is doing anything to deal with childcare, he did virtually nothing to childcare.
The weed in your fib.
The weed.
He's lying. He's telling a big fib. The weed in your fib. Weed is I don't know. I don't think he's smoking pot. The weed, but I think he's got a whole lot of issues there that he's got to sort through and resolve. Okay, let's have a look. What else have I got here? I got he forced to worry, soul admit he love, Christ on your ship. Okay, they're all the main ones from the debate. Now, what else have I got on Biden that's recent? Let's have a look at my files here. These are all way back. They're all old. Okay, look, they're my latest ones on Biden. I'm currently reversing Trump's speech at the RNC. I'll be doing more on that today. Reversals are pretty weak at this stage. I'm not finding many on his speech at all. Actually, it's getting a little bit frustrating, but I'll bear with it, and I will have reversals on Trump's speech at the RNC for next week's show. But what I might do, I'm going to run another little advertisement here. Let me get this one up. Which is the one I'm looking for? Reverse speech therapy. Here we go. Another little advertisement.
Have you ever wondered if there's more to what we say than meets the ear? Today, I'm diving into the fascinating world of reverse speech therapy and how it can transform your life. Imagine unlocking hidden messages within your unconscious, guiding you towards personal growth and self-discovery. That's the power of reverse speech therapy. So, what exactly is it? In essence, reverse speech therapy involves analyzing your speech played backwards to uncover unconscious thoughts and feelings. These insights can be incredibly revealing and help address deep-rooted issues. A typical round of reverse speech sessions spans 8 weeks with 1 session a week. Here's how it breaks down. a course of the 8 weeks, you will have 3 specialized hypnosis sessions to dive deep into your unconscious mind. The purpose of these hypnosis sessions is to change the unconscious at its deepest levels once we know what the reversed messages are. There are 3 recording sessions where we capture your speech and play it in reverse. This is where the magic happens. By analyzing these backward messages, we can identify patterns and gain valuable insights into your deeper subconscious and unconscious thoughts. The results? Clients have reported breakthroughs in understanding their emotions, improving relationships, and even overcoming long-standing fears and anxieties. Reverse speech therapy isn't just about uncovering hidden messages, it's about empowering you to make positive changes in your life. Think of it as a unique tool in your self-improvement toolkit. Whether you're looking to boost your confidence, enhance your communication skills, or simply gain a deeper understanding of yourself, reverse speech therapy can be a game changer. So, are you ready to unlock the secrets of your unconscious? Don't miss out on the chance to discover the hidden power within your own words. Sign up for a round of reverse speech sessions today for $23.95 Australian dollars and take the first step towards a brighter, more insightful future. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.
So there you go. There's a little advert for reverse speech therapy, which of course is my main source of income. That's how I make my living with my therapeutic practice and training. I'll be talking more about training as this podcast continues. Next training class starts in January next year. We'll talk about that in time. But anyway, look, thanks for listening. This is the end of today's podcast. I will be having these regularly from now on. I'm sorry I've missed a couple of weeks. I literally had tech problems, but the tech problems have now been solved, and I will be with you every week at the same time. So thank you very much. I appreciate you all listening in, and I'll see you all next week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.